Have you ever been in a moment that felt like a punch to your self-esteem? Maybe it was subtle, like a coworker cutting you off mid-sentence, making you feel invisible. Or not so subtle, like a friend who always has a backhanded compliment ready, as if tearing you down is their hobby. And what do? We bite our tongues, we smile, we let it slide. Because somewhere along the way, we were taught that being kind means letting people treat us however they want. But let me ask you this, how does that make you feel? Frustrated? Hurt? Angry? Like your worth is being chipped away piece by piece? Enough is enough. You don't deserve to live like that. Nobody does. This video isn't just about quick tips or feel-good quotes. It's about real strategies, powerful, practical ways to stand up for yourself when people don't respect you. Ways that don't make you aggressive, but make you firm. Ways that help you reclaim your confidence without sacrificing your peace. If you've ever walked away from a disrespectful encounter, replaying it over and over, thinking, I should have said this, then this is the video for you. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to handle those moments, not just for now, but for life. So stick with me. Let's take your power back. Number 1, the silent stare. Sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect isn't a cutting comeback or raising your voice. It's silence. We all have faced situations where someone is being obnoxious, talking over you, or throwing out rude comments, just waiting for you to explode or get flustered. But what you need to do is, instead of reacting, you pause. You lock eyes with them. You don't flinch, you don't frown, you don't even smile. You just hold their gaze, calm and collected, like you're silently saying, is that all you've got? Why does this work? Because disrespect thrives on drama. When people act out, they're often fishing for a reaction, anger, frustration, or even nervous laughter. That reaction feeds their ego, giving them power. But when you respond with silence and unwavering confidence, you starve them of the control they're craving. The silence becomes deafening for them. Let me share a personal example. I was in a group discussion once, and there was this guy, let's call him Dan, who just loved interrupting. Every time someone else tried to speak, Dan had to jump in and dominate the conversation. It was annoying, but instead of snapping at him, I decided to try something different. The next time he interrupted, I stopped mid-sentence and slowly turned to face him. I said nothing. I just looked at him. 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. You could feel the tension building in the room. Dan fidgeted, stumbled over his words, and eventually muttered, "Sorry, go ahead." That moment shifted the entire dynamic. Dan barely interrupted anyone after that. The beauty of this silent stare is that it's non-confrontational yet incredibly assertive. You're not escalating the situation, you're not making a scene, but you are sending a message, one that says, I respect myself too much to tolerate this, and you're not worth my energy. This isn't just for group settings either. Imagine someone cutting in line at a store or making a passive, aggressive comment at a family dinner. Instead of getting flustered or engaging in an argument, try this. Pause, look them in the eye, and stay silent. You'd be amazed at how quickly people backpedal when faced with calm, unshakable self-assurance. Of course, this technique isn't magic. It works best when combined with the right body language. Keep your posture open and relaxed, your expression neutral, and your gaze steady. You're not trying to intimidate. You're simply holding your ground with quiet dignity. And the best part about it is that the silent stare doesn't just disarm the other person, it empowers you. It reminds you that you don't have to play their game. You can maintain control, protect your peace, and handle disrespect with grace. The next time someone tests your patience, give it a try. You might be surprised at just how powerful silence can be. Number 2, silence speaks volumes. Here's something for you to think about. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every disrespectful comment deserves your energy. Silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. When someone throws negativity your way, whether it's a snide remark, a passive-aggressive comment, or outright disrespect, they're fishing for a reaction. They want you to get defensive, to argue, to give them the attention they crave. But here's the twist. When you stay silent, you rob them of that power. I remember a time in a workplace meeting when a colleague criticized one of my ideas in the most condescending way. Normally, I'd have jumped in to defend myself, over-explaining why my idea was valid. But this time, I tried something different. I simply looked at them, smiled slightly, and stayed quiet. The silence in the room grew so heavy you could hear a pin drop. They started stumbling over their words, backtracking and trying to justify their point. The moment was awkward for them, not me. Silence speaks in ways words can't. It tells people your negativity doesn't deserve my energy. I'm secure in who I am. It also reflects a deep sense of self-respect. By not engaging, you're setting a boundary without even saying a word. It's not just about meetings or debates. Silence works in everyday life too. Imagine someone cutting you off in traffic or making a sarcastic comment at a social gathering. Instead of snapping back, you can choose to do nothing. Stay calm, stay composed. It might feel unnatural at first because we're conditioned to react. But silence sends a powerful message. I'm above this. Number 3, stop explaining yourself. Let's be honest. How many times have you found yourself explaining your choices to people who don't really need to know? It's a habit most of us fall into. When someone questions why we made a decision or chose a certain path, we feel this compulsion to justify ourselves. But the truth is, you don't owe anyone an explanation for how you live your life. I'll never forget when I decided to take a sabbatical to travel. It was something I had dreamed about for years. But as soon as I told people, the questions came pouring in. Why would you leave your job? What about your savings? Are you sure this is the right move? At first, I tried to answer them all. I'd explain how I'd planned it, saved for it, and why it was important to me. But no matter what I said, someone always had a follow-up question or an unsolicited opinion. Then it hit me that their approval didn't matter. The next time someone asked, "Why are you doing this?" I simply said, "Because it feels right to me." That was it. No over-explaining, no seeking validation. And you know what? The conversation usually ended there. When you stop explaining yourself, something incredible happens. You take back your power. People realize that you're confident in your decisions, and that confidence is magnetic. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about understanding that your life is yours to live. Think about it. Why do we explain ourselves? Often it's because we're seeking approval or afraid of judgment. But here's the kicker. Those who truly support you won't need an explanation. And those who criticize, they won't be satisfied no matter what you say. The next time someone questions your choices, why you didn't attend a party, why you switched careers, or why you live the way you do, practice this. Smile and say, "Because I wanted to." Nothing more. Let the silence do the rest. It's liberating, and it teaches people that your decisions aren't up for debate. When you stop justifying yourself, you're not just protecting your energy, you're reclaiming your identity. You're saying, "This is my life, and I'm going to live it on my terms." Keep your distance. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do for yourself is to step back and create some space. It might feel tough or even a little heartless, but the truth is, not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. If someone constantly disrespects you or drains your energy, it's a sign to pull back, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. Think of your time and energy as precious, like an exclusive club. Not everyone gets a VIP pass. If someone's habitually crossing boundaries or bringing negativity into your space, why keep them close? Stepping away doesn't mean you're being unkind or dramatic. It's about choosing where to invest your mental and emotional energy. I had a friend who'd constantly throw little jabs at my choices, my job, my relationships, even my hobbies. At first, I brushed it off thinking, that's just how they are. But over time, those snide remarks started to weigh me down. One day, I decided to change things. I didn't confront them or make a scene. I just started seeing them less. The difference was incredible. I felt lighter and realized how much their presence had been draining me. Distance isn't about cutting people off completely. It's about creating boundaries that protect your peace. Yes, society might pressure you to be loyal or keep the peace. But the thing is, peace starts with you. You're not being selfish by stepping back. You're being smart. You're making room for people who uplift you, not tear you down. It's okay to feel guilty at first. I know I did. But over time, you'll realize that prioritizing your mental health is one of the best things you can do for yourself. You deserve relationships that build you up, not ones that chip away at your confidence. I want you all to ask yourself, who in your life truly respects you? Who drains your energy instead of filling it? Start there and make the choice to keep your circle filled with respect and positivity. Hold your head high. Let's talk about the power of standing tall and owning your confidence. When someone disrespects you, their goal is often to make you feel small. They want to see you shrink, doubt yourself, or question your worth. But when you hold your head high, you send a powerful message without saying a word. I know my value, and nothing you say or do can take that away. Confidence isn't just about how you look. It's about how you carry yourself. When you stand tall, shoulders back, and meet someone's eyes with steady calmness, It's a quiet but undeniable statement. It says, I'm untouchable. I used to struggle with this. Whenever someone made a cutting remark or a snarky comment, I'd slouch, avoid eye contact, and try to fade into the background. But one day, I decided enough was enough. I started showing up differently, head held high, shoulders back, unbothered by their negativity. And you know what? It worked. Those people stopped trying to get under my skin. They realized their words had no power over me anymore. The thing is that people who disrespect you thrive on control. When you refuse to let them dictate how you feel, it throws them off. They don't know how to handle someone who won't play into their negativity. This isn't about arrogance, it's about self-respect. Holding your head high doesn't mean you're trying to prove something to others. It means you've already proven something to yourself. You've embraced your worth, and you're living as if you believe it. The beauty of this mindset, the more you practice it, the less others' disrespect will even register. You'll be too busy walking confidently in your own lane, building the life you deserve. So next time someone throws shade your way, don't shrink, stand tall, look them in the eye, and let their negativity roll off you. Confidence is contagious, and it starts with you. When you hold your head high, you're not just respecting yourself, you're teaching others how to treat you. And that's a lesson worth sharing. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to embrace your self-worth, protect your peace and hold your head high, hit that subscribe button. By joining our community, you'll gain weekly tools and timeless Stoic wisdom to navigate life's challenges with confidence and clarity. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a chance to build the inner strength that sets you apart. Remember, respect begins with you, and your journey to living stoically starts here. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.